Cardinal Angelo Becciu, the once high-ranking cardinal who was found guilty last December in a Vatican court of embezzlement and fraud, of losing the Vatican hundreds of millions of euros in a London property investment, of paying hundreds of thousands of euros to a woman for what he called security consultancy, and for sending money to a charity run by his brother, has spoken out in a rare interview for the Belgian TV network VRT. Angelo Becciu recounts the moment Pope Francis took him aside here at the Vatican and confronted him for sending money to his brother.
Sì, le devo dire una cosa non molto bella. Lei è accusato di peculato. Come di peculato? Sì, lei ha trasferito dei soldi dell'obolo di San Pietro alla sua diocesi, però questi soldi sono andati nelle tasche di suo fratello.
His brother also features in the documentary and is seen here sitting beside him in the car. Cardinal Angelo Becciu has always maintained his innocence, and in this interview explains that he sent the money to his brother's charity in Sardinia to help a local bakery.
Se in diocesi ho mandato 25.000 euro. Quei 25.000 euro servivano a concludere il lavoro di ripristino di un forno. Io ho voluto aiutare in diocesi una cooperativa della diocesi, cooperativa della Caritas, di cui è presidente mio fratello.
On the issue of the investment into the London property, Cardinal Becciu claims he was given bad financial information and believed the investment was always a good one. On the controversial issue of where that money came from, where he took the money from to put into the investment, namely Peter's Pence, which is a collection of donations gathered from faithful from all over the world, Becciu claims even the Pope had told him it was wise to invest it.
Era un fondo di 600 milioni. E quindi questi 600 milioni li vuoi lasciare sotto il cassetto o bisogna moltiplicarli? Il Papa stesso ha detto che è da stupidi non investire.
Now, it's been much publicised, the work that Cardinal George Pell and the financial auditor-general Libero Milone were doing at the Vatican to try and stamp out corruption and bring about financial reform. Cardinal Pell passed away 2 years ago, but stated in interviews that he was specifically looking into accounts controlled by Cardinal Becciu, describing them as murky. And Libero Milone, the former Auditor-General, he recently told EWTN in an interview that he was coming up against severe resistance when trying to audit Becciu's accounts after noticing suspicious discrepancies. And in this documentary, Cardinal Becciu addresses this.
Col Cardinal Pell abbiamo avuto sì un periodo di contrasti, ma il mio contrasto derivava non perché mi volevo opporre alle riforme, ma perché Cardinal Pell voleva imporre regole che ancora non erano regole, come il voler controllare i conti della Segreteria di Stato. Per controllare i conti della Segreteria di Stato deve avere un'autorizzazione specifica del Papa, mai è venuta.
Cardinal Pell was exonerated by Australia's High Court of accusations of sexual assault. And in this interview, Angelo Becciu addresses the claims that large sums of money were sent from the Vatican to Australia around the time of the accusations made against Cardinal Pell. He says that they were for another matter and in no way connected with the accusations made against Cardinal Pell. He even claims that Cardinal Pell himself approved these payments.
In Australia 2.300.000 dollari australiani. Questo pagamento c'era stato richiesto dal Pontificio Consiglio per le comunicazioni sociali del tempo perché si voleva garantire il dominio cattolico. Ma non solo, ma quella autorizzazione fu data dal Cardinal Pell.
Speaking to me here on EWTN earlier this year, the former Vatican Auditor-General Libero Milone claimed that he was forced to resign because his investigation was, quote, getting closer to the truth of what he called major financial mismanagement and fraud, that Cardinal Angelo Becciu, with the help of the Vatican police, plotted against him and forced him to resign. Becciu denies this.
Falso, falso, falso. Io ho solo eseguito ordini. Il Papa una mattina mi chiamò e mi disse: senta, la incarico di un gravoso compito. e mi dispiace dover dare a lei sempre incarichi antipatici. Lei deve chiamare il dottor Milone e deve dirgli che non ha più la mia fiducia, che quindi è bene che si dimetta. Io ho fatto questo con lui. Lui non mi credette.
Libero Milone has taken a €10 million lawsuit out against the Vatican Secretary of State for unfair dismissal, reputational damage and loss of earnings. The Vatican dismissed this case, saying that if in fact Cardinal Becciu played a part in his resignation, he was not acting in his official capacity as a member of the Secretary of State, but rather as a private individual. But these comments from Becciu in this programme, that he was told by the Pope to fire him, seem to contradict this. Finally, Cardinal Becciu says, when asked how he feels about what happened to Cardinal Pell, that he feels some compassion for what happened to him.
Tutta la compassione per Cardinal Pell per quello che ha passato, ma avrebbe dovuto imparare che quando si è accusato innocentemente è una grande sofferenza. Non puoi far soffrire gli altri della stessa sofferenza.
At the Vatican in Rome, Colm Flynn for EWTN News Nightly.